Identity theft is a problem in today's interconnected world. Online banking and online payment options have made it really convenient for us as consumers. However, it opens the door for theft-related activity, particularly around our identity and payments. Today we're going to cover a few ways to protect yourself online as ways to mitigate the problems if something were to happen. The first and easiest thing to do is to keep an eye on your statements, as well as check your credit report. Keeping an eye on your statements, such as a credit card statement, will show if any funds are being transferred in a different way than you were expecting. Keeping an eye on these statements, both online or getting paper copies, allow you to keep track of money movement. And it's often the first way to detect if there's a problem, or like if, for example, someone getting your credit card number and using it. Another option is checking your credit report. Now more than ever, it's often free if you have a credit card. You can check it through their online portals, and that'll just alert you to any suspicious activity or changes in behavior that aren't you, and you can start resolving them from there. So keep an eye on your statements, check your credit report often. A second easy thing to do is to work with your bank or credit card company or credit union, wherever you happen to have money, to set up alerts for fraud notification. One thing they can do is if there's unusual spending on your account, you can get notified of whether this is done by you or not, or even some have options to just immediately shut down the card. It's a really simple thing to do. Reach out to your bank, credit card company, whoever's handling the payments, and look for ways of setting up alerts for fraud protection. Another option, one thing that I do personally for myself and my family, is freeze your credit report. When you're getting a new line of credit, whether it's a loan or a credit card, they check your credit report history from the major reporting institutions. And one thing you can do with those reporting institutions, such as Equifax, is you can request to have your credit frozen, meaning that if they check it, they don't get a result back. It can be inconvenient if you're regularly opening up loans or credit cards or other things like that need a credit report. But if you've done it yourself and put a freeze on your credit because you don't plan on doing any of that, then it's really convenient and one way to protect yourself. One area to be aware of when it comes to identity theft is common phishing scams. Phishing is where you get an email that's asking you to link to another website and enter your personal information. It'll often say something like, your bank account has been exposed, please log in and verify your information. And when you click on the link, it takes you not to the bank that you were expecting, but to another location where you then enter your credentials, and they're able to get access to your bank account through the information you provided. So one thing to keep an eye on is, one, don't click on any links that you're unaware of. And two, keep an eye on the URL, that's the address bar at the top, about what the link is and whether it looks secure and common. And obviously when in doubt, don't do it. Reach out via telephone or another way to verify the information. Another thing to note is the IRS will not contact you via email, text message, or social media. You'll get a letter in the mail if there's something. So just you don't have to worry about any IRS information coming through your email account. It's not what they do. Keeping an eye out for these common online phishing scams will help protect you by avoiding giving unnecessary information to somebody where it doesn't belong. It takes consistent effort to keep your online information protected. All of us have unique challenges and circumstances, and one thing you can do is look at identity theft insurance protection. It will help repay if there's any problems or if you do have your identity stolen. It's one area to look at is identity theft protection. If you'd like to talk about your specific situation, please reach out, give myself a call, Garrett Smith, 801-476-1200.